So guys, now let's start discussing the JEE main pattern exercises for statistics. The first question says that the mean of 16 observations is 16. When I say mean of 16 observations is 16, it's very simple. It means sum of 16 observations, some 16 observations are there, whole upon 16 is 16. That means sum of those 16 observations is actually equal to 16 into 16, which is 256. If one observation 16 itself is deleted, that means now you are left with 15 observations and 3 more observations are added. 15 you were now, so 15 plus 3 gives you 18. You had 16 observations from which 1 was excluded, so you have 15 observations, and 3 are included, so you have 15 plus 3, 18 observations. Now total number of observations are 18. Now total number of observations are 18. 256 is the sum of original 16 observations, from which 16 has been excluded. So sum is going to change like this. Now after that I am adding 5 and 5 and 6. So sum is going to become again plus 5 plus 6. Of the newly formed 18 observations, this is the sum. Original sum 256 of the 16 observations, from which I have removed 16 and added 5, added 6. And total number of these observations is 18. This is what is the new mean. And that is what the question asks. Then find the mean of the new observations, new 18 observations. This is the new mean and this comes out to be 14.22. You can see none of the answers are having 14.22 and answer is none of these. So pretty easy question based upon the very formula of average mean and the concept that okay, how terms are being removed, how terms are being included and how the number of terms is getting increased. Next question says that if the average of A, B, C, D is equal to the average of B and C, then which one of the following is true? Average of A, B, C and D. Average of A, B, C and D is what? This. And this average is given equal to the average of B and C. That is this. So you get 2A plus 2B plus 2C plus 2D is equal to 4B plus 4C. 4B minus 2B gives you 2B on the right hand side. 4C minus 2C gives you 2C on the right hand side. You have twice of A plus D is equal to twice of B plus C. 2 cancels, you are left with A plus D equals B plus C. This relation is necessarily true if the very average mean of 4 observations A, B, C, D is equal to the average of B and C. Moving on to the next question, it says that the average of n numbers is given to you as capital M. Okay. Average of n numbers is capital M. That means x1 plus x2 plus and so on xn whole upon n is capital M. This means x1 plus and so on xn minus 1 plus xn is n into m. I can say x1 plus and so on xn minus 1 is equal to n into m minus xn. It is saying that if xn is replaced by x dash, find the new mean. Okay, so new mean will then be x1 plus x2 plus xn minus 1 plus not xn but x dash, but number of terms remains the same. What is this new mean equal to? x1 till xn minus 1 is actually equal to n into m minus xn plus x dash whole upon n. And that's your answer, right? Up till xn minus 1 the sum is this. Beyond it I just have plus x dash whole upon n. And so the answer over here is this, right? nm minus xn plus x dash whole upon n. Easy enough. Moving on to the next. If these are the values taken by variable x and these are the values taken by variable y, such that the relationship between these values is given as yi is equals to axi plus b, then what about the variance? Okay. See, if yi is equal to axi plus b for all I varying from 1 to n, in this case, if I talk about summation yi, I going from 1 to n, 1 by n, I am basically talking about the mean of these n observations, that is y bar. This will be equal to summation axi plus b, I running from 1 to n. Clear? This is what? A comes out common, you have xi, I running from 1 to n, plus summation b I running from 1 to n, that means add b to itself n times. When you add b to itself n times, what you get is n times b. So 1 by n times this summation is 1 by n times this summation, then summation breaks and I get this. This gives you what? 1 by n into a, or let me write this as a 1 by n times summation xi, I running from 1 to n plus b. And what is this? Capital X bar, right? Therefore, you are getting y bar is equals to ax bar plus b. Question is about the variance. What is the variance of the random variable y? It is 1 by n summation yi minus y bar whole square, I running from 1 to n, right? This is equal to 1 by n summation. What is yi? Yi is given as axi plus b minus y bar. Y bar is ax bar plus b whole square. This gives you 1 by n axi plus b minus ax bar minus b, plus b minus b cancels. This is what you have. A comes out common and hence comes out common from the summation by becoming a square. You are left with this. And this is nothing but variance of the random variable x. So you are getting variance of y is a square times variance of x, which is the first option. Easy enough. Moving on to the next. It is talking about now the standard deviation. What does it say? Let's see. Question is saying that if the standard deviation of a variable x is sigma, so you can say sigma or you can say sigma x is the same thing, then the standard deviation of this variable is what? So let me say, let y be equal to ax plus b by c. What is the meaning of this? If capital X is taking values x1, x2, x3 up till xn, then capital Y will take value ax1 plus b by c, ax2 plus b by c, and so on, axn plus b by c. That's the meaning. Now again, exactly in the same manner like we did in the last question, y bar is going to come out to be ax bar plus b by c. That is the relationship between average mean of both these random variables x and y. Then if I talk about variance of y, which is sigma y square, fine, this is equal to 1 by n summation yi minus y bar whole square. Clear? This is equal to 1 by n summation yi is ax plus b. This is, what is yi? Yi here, from here we can say that yi, see this is y1, this is y2, and so on, this is yn. So yi is what? Axi plus b by c. So it is a by c xi minus then plus b by c minus y bar is a by c x bar plus b by c whole square. Very clearly you can see plus b by c minus b by c, it gets cancelled, a by c whole square comes out becoming a square by c square, and you are just left with what? Xi minus x bar whole square. And this is nothing but variance of x, which is sigma x whole square. So you are getting that sigma y square is a square by c square, sigma square or sigma x squares as it's given in the question. So sigma y will be mod of a by c sigma, right? Sigma y is mod of a by c sigma, that is the standard deviation of this particular new variable y. Clear? Because standard deviation is nothing but positive square root of the variance. Moving ahead, let's see what is the next question. We are given something related to the mean square deviation. What is mean square deviation? It is saying, it's already giving you the definition starting from here till here. The mean square deviation of a set of n observations x1, x2 up till xn about a point C is defined as this. The mean square deviation about -2 and 2 are 18 and 10. Then the standard deviation of this set of observations is what? Okay, so C will be replaced by -2, then C will be replaced by 2. The values are 18 and 10 respectively. What is the mean square deviation of these n observations x1, x2 up till xn about -2 and about 2? We are given that 1 by n summation I running from 1 to n xi minus -2 whole square, this is given to me as 18, and 1 by n summation xi minus 2 whole square, I running from 1 to n is given me as 10. This n very easily can go that side and become what? This is going to become 18n and this will be 10n. When you add these two, summation I running from 1 to n xi plus 2 whole square plus summation I running from 1 to n xi minus 2 whole square is 18n plus 10n, that is 28n. I am adding both these, right? When you actually add, there is just one single summation. You get xi square plus 4 plus 4xi plus xi square plus 4 minus 4xi is equal to 28n. This gets cancelled, you are left with 2xi square plus 2 times 4. This gives you twice of summation I running from 1 to n xi square plus 4. But this summation, if I am breaking it, breaks and goes along with 4 also, which is summation I running from 1 to n 4. That means add 4 to itself n times, you get 4n. Fine. This is equal to 28n. This 2 obviously goes that side and makes this from 28n makes it to 14n. And then this 4n goes that side and you get summation xi square is 14n minus 4n, which is 10n. Clear? Now let's talk about subtracting these two. When you subtract these two, what you get? Summation xi plus 2 whole square minus summation xi minus 2 whole square is equal to 28n, or this is 18n minus 10n, which is 8n. This is going to give you, when you open the summation up, xi square plus 4 minus 4xi minus xi square minus 4 plus 4xi is equal to 8n. So this gets cancelled, this gets cancelled. You are left with, this is plus, you are left with 8xi, 8 comes outside. This is what you are left with. 8 gets cancelled, and you have this as the third equation. Question was to calculate the standard deviation. Standard deviation is what? Positive square root of the variance. Variance is what? Summation 1 by n, or 1 by n summation xi square minus 1 by n summation xi whole square. Summation xi square is 10n, 10n by n minus summation xi. Summation xi is coming out to be n, right? So this is n upon n whole square, square root. This is nothing but square root of 10 minus 1, which is square root 9, that is 3. And the answer therefore is 3. Very nice question, just using the concept of standard deviation, and has come with the help of defining a very new term known as mean square deviation. Moving to the next question. Now after this, let's see what is our very next question. Question says, in an experiment with 15 observations, the following results were available. So it was given that when you add the square of all the observations, the answer is 2830. And when you add just the observations, the answer is 170. One observation that was 20 was found wrong and was replaced by the correct value 30. What is the corrected variance? Now variance is what? Variance is what? Variance is 1 by n summation xi square minus 1 by n summation xi whole square. It was given that 15 observations are there and the sum of square of those observations is this. Sum of square of those observations. Now 20 was found to be wrong and was replaced by 30. So now the sum of square of all the observations will be 2830. Now here the square of every observation is kept, but 20 is the wrong observation, so 20 square will be removed. 30 is the right observation, so 30 square will be included. This gives you 3330. Similarly, when I am talking about summation x, 15 observations are added, out of which 20 is wrong. So when previously I added 15 observations, I got 170, 20 is wrong, 30 is right. So here I get 180. And therefore my variance comes out to be 1 by 15, 3330 minus 180 by 15 whole square. This is the sum of square of all the 15 observations divided by 15 minus sum of all observations, which is 180 divided by number of observations whole square. This is my variance, which is 78, and that is option number B. Clear? Pretty easy question. Moving on to the next. We have 8th question as the mean of the numbers a, b, 8, 5, 10 is 6. So mean is given. Variance is also given 6.80. Which of the following gives the possible values of a and b? If the mean of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 observations is 6, that means a plus b plus 8 plus 5 plus 10 whole upon 5. This is given to you as 6. You solve this out, you get a plus b is 7. It's also given that the variance is 6.80. Variance we just said was what? Sum of square of all the observations, a square plus b square plus 8 square plus 25 square plus 10 square whole upon number of observations minus sum of all observations upon number of observations whole square, mean whole square basically. And this is given to you as 6.80. This when you resolve, you get a square plus b square equals 25. Which is that a and b which is going to satisfy both of them. Now you don't need to move in a random direction. There are already 4 pairs of a and b given to you, and you can see a3, b4 satisfies both the relationships. 3 plus 4 is 7 and 3 square plus 4 square is 25. Moving on to the next question I have, if the variance of this data is 23.33, then the variance of the given data is what? Now if you can very easily observe the given data, 4 is 2 into 2, 8 is 4 into 2, 10 is 5 into 2, 12 is 6 into 2, 16 is 8 into 2, 34 is 17 into 2. You should understand that x is given to you as 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 17, and 2x will be what? 2 into 2, 2 into 4, 2 into 5, 2 into 6, 2 into 8 and 2 into 17. If you are being asked the variance of this particular random variable, you should remember that variance of scalar times x is scalar square times variance of x. Therefore, variance of 2x will be equal to 2 square times variance of x, which is 4 times variance of this variable given as 23.33, and the answer is 93.32. Just remember this relationship and you are going to sail through the question. Moving on to the next, we have mean deviation about median. Mean deviation about median of the numbers, this is 50. So the mean deviation about the median is already given to us. If I want to talk about the mean deviation about median, I should first know the median. How many observations are there? 1, 2, 3 up till 50. 50 observations, even number. How to calculate the median? Half of 50, 25. Collect the 25th term and 25 plus 1, 26th term, and calculate their average. Median is what? 25th term will be 25a, you can see from the data. 50th term is 50a, third term is 3a, 25th term is 25a, 26th term is 26a. Calculate their average mean. This is going to give you 25.5a. Okay? This is what you're going to get. Why? Because 6, 5 is 11, you get 51 by 2. And 51a by 2 is actually giving you this. Fine. After this, when median is there, how to get the mean deviation about median? What you do is, you take the mod of a first observation minus the median plus second observation minus the median plus and so on, the 50th observation minus the median, whole upon number of observations. When you are going to resolve this, you are going to get mod A equals 4, because it is given to you that this mean deviation about median is 50. Because this is given to you, the formula of mean deviation about median already you know, it is this. You can very easily resolve this, linear it is expression in A. You can resolve this and you get mod A is 4, and therefore answer is option number C. Just the very fact that you should know how to evaluate the median when the number of observations is even, and after that how to get the mean deviation about median, that is going to help you resolve this very, very easily and get your very answer. That's it from my side. Thank you.